For those who don't know, this is Elder Amoja Ajabu, your host for Ajabu Speaks. This program is dedicated to stripping the clothes off of well-dressed lies. And it also serves a dual purpose. It serves as the political education class for the Black Panther movement, and I am your professor. I also hold a title, a position with the Black Panther movement, in that I am the director of Pan-African Affairs. That means that I am a Pan-African. That means that I am unbought, unbossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt-naked truth. And as a Pan-African, that means that I do not define myself from where I was born. I was born in the United States of America, but I don't define myself. I don't use that birth as the platform, as the genesis from what I look at the world from. My platform for that is the African continent. What's best for Africa, not what's best for America. America, I can't go along with America. If I go along with America, then I'd go along with what they done to us right here in Indiana. I can't go along with that. I'm not gonna go along with that. And if you're an American, then you go along with that. And no, that's not good thinking. That's not intelligent. That's not mentally healthy. So I don't define myself from where I was born. I define myself from where I am from. And it takes me to, oh Lord, the what I would call it, the discussion, let me use that word, of trying to get citizenship. Some of us that were born here in America want to express our Pan-Africanism, and we want to express it by becoming citizens of Burkina Faso, right there, bam, right there, to whereas that this brother is the president, Captain Ibrahim Traore. But you're missing the mark. And I say this out of love, y'all. This is not to criticize somebody, even though I am being critical. But critical to whereas that we improve, not to tear somebody down, but to improve. If you're making mistakes, then those mistakes have got to be brought to your attention. And if you're sincere, then you correct yourself. And the seeking of citizenship in Burkina Faso, it's a good effort, but if that's what you're doing, then you misunderstand not only what he's doing, not only what Ibrahim Traore is doing, but the other brothers that hook up with him, Brother Goita, and also I like to say his name, Abdul Rahmani. Tijani. For some reason, I like that. Abdul Rahmani Tijani. These three brothers, if you are trying to get citizenship in just Burkina Faso, where Ibrahim Traore is the president, then you miss what is going on there, because they're trying to eliminate the individual countries of which they are the presidents of. And if they're trying to eliminate the countries and be true Pan-Africanists, to whereas that all of this continent is governed by one government, and they're showing the model on how to do that by eliminating the boundaries between Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, so that there is an example of how that looks. And if you, ADDI, and anybody else, and I saw it too, but I'm gonna come to that. I'm gonna clear that up. If you're looking for citizenship in Burkina Faso, then you're missing the boat. You don't understand what's going on. They're not trying to stay separate from one another. They're trying to bring it together. So why would they give citizenship to one of the countries when they're trying to eliminate the countries? That's not good thinking. It don't make sense. So it makes sense for them to deny your acquisition of citizenship in Burkina Faso, is because they're trying to eradicate that. They're trying to eliminate that. Y'all know that I led a delegation to Burkina Faso. And while there, we spoke to the president of the Commission of the Alliance States, Brother Bazier. He was the president. And while we met with him, the question of citizenship came up. In fact, Brother Mukasa, he asked me, because I was sitting at the forefront with Brother Biazier, and they had just introduced himself, and we had started the discussion. And Brother Biazier, while I was talking to him, the Elder Mukasa said, ask him about citizenship, and I told him I would, once I got through saying what I was saying. And when I did ask him about citizenship, and we got it on tape, it's recorded, you can see it, you can hear it for yourself, but right now I got to tell you about it because my producer didn't show up. And y'all got to help me to become more proficient and increase the quality of this message, not the content, but the delivery. Brother Z, he said, man, the message is good, but it's hard to get around all the mess. Y'all got to help me get around the mess, so that I can share with you the not what to think, but how to think. And I'm telling you, if you're thinking about getting citizenship in Burkina Faso under the leadership of Ibrahim Traore, then you're missing the boat. And like I said, that conversation came up when we're talking to the president of the Alliance of Sahel States, and he said that you can get citizenship, but hold out getting citizenship in Burkina Faso because we already are eliminating those lines, and we're giving out passports as the alliance. And he pulled his out and showed it. He says, yes, when we get situated, and it's going to take us some time to get situated because we are working through what it looks like to come together and act as one, and we just can't do that. It's not an event, that's a process, and we're going through the process, and the process takes time. Be patient. We got you. I say, yes, sir. And the citizenship that he was talking about was not of Burkina Faso, even though he's the president of the Commission for the Allied State in Burkina Faso. That's not what he was talking about. He was talking about citizenship in the alliance. And he said that he would take it back to who he had to take it back to, which I assume would have been all three of these brothers, even though he specifically said that it was Captain Traore. But if it's the alliance, then you just can't ignore these two brothers. They there too. They got the same thinking. They working together, and they trying to set the example that we will work together, not be individualized and separate and talk about, oh, this is me. I got a separate identity from being an African. No, you're an African. You can have a separate belief. You can think differently, but if your different thinking lines up with you saying that Africa should be for Africans, then you with us, and we are with you. So, I understand that you're upset, and you were misled. Now, Jabu, that's divisive. No, it's true. But see, I'm not saying that you was misled intentionally, not from what I heard from Sister Ericana, but what I'm telling you is to think your way through it. I'm not telling you what to think, but I am saying how to think. I would just, some of us, I wish we would just think. But if you're thinking and trying to get the understanding of the truth of what really happened and what is really happening, then you understand that it wouldn't make sense for the brother to give anyone citizenship, whether you're from America, you're an African from America, or anywhere else in the world. It wouldn't make sense for him to give citizenship to you, African, because they're trying to eliminate that. They're trying to eliminate those borders. And brother, don't let these folks over here take you through anything. Tell them to just be honest with them. Be kind, which is what I'm doing, and this is out of love. This is saying you got a misunderstanding. You got to understand what we're doing because we want you, and we see that you want to be with us, but you got to understand what we're doing so that we don't work against us. We are trying to eradicate lines of division to where it's that we come together and take our rightful place in the world order of things. We're saying that it's time for us to control the land that was gifted to us by the Creator, and He chose us because we got resources, all the resources of the world, located right here in this piece of land right here. And He gave us the most people. And all of the resources that are located in the world, you can find them elsewhere in the world, but you can't go nowhere besides the African continent and find all of the resources that exist in the world. Whoever was creating this world, this universe, is giving clear evidence that we are his choice. And it's time for us to start acting like it. And this is the reason why I'm talking to you. And this is out of love. And see, I even and Sister Eric, let me say this. I'm not saying that you intentionally misled nobody, and I understand that you're saying that the Parliament overturned the decision to get citizenship when you was going to take that entourage there in October, and now you're being told that that's not going to happen. And it just interests me, because listening to what you said, the same person that you talked to, I talked to, because our delegation was pushing on me. Well, when we gonna get it? Well, because after we had the meeting with President Bazier, I got a call from the United States Embassy from the same person that you talked to, and he told me that, look, because of the way that we conducted ourselves, that yes, we was going to get citizenship. But when we were talking, we wasn't talking about citizenship in Burkina Faso. We was talking about the alliance. And to my understanding, that's still supposed to happen. And see, I would advise my brothers, and I know that they want folks to come in and stuff, but don't grant citizenship to just anybody. You got a bunch of people, and Mukasa and I was talking about the elder, and we are betting out of that 1,000 to 1,200 that wants to go and get citizenship in Burkina Faso, that you'd be good to find 20 that would actually buy a house and help to develop the country. I'm talking to the alliance, and yeah, you embrace us, welcome us in, but don't welcome us in and we come up in there and we don't do nothing. We just come and get something to leave. No, let that Negro go. Let him go. Her too. Yeah, don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Put a little more criteria on there, because those people got resources. Make them use those resources to help develop the land that has been taken, and hopefully will grow. But help us to develop that. Help you to develop that and make that a criteria of citizens. And you pretty much have done that. You're saying, okay, we will remove the residency requirement, but the citizenship, that will be determined by your contribution to the alliance, and that makes all the sense in the world. You don't need no dead weight, and folks ought to be ashamed of themselves going over there to get citizenship so they can have bragging rights. I'm with Abraham. I'm with Tory. Fuck that. There's work to do. And if you ain't coming over here to get work, we ain't mad. Well, we are mad at you, because you should come to do work. But if you don't, we ain't so mad that we want harm to come to you, and you're still welcome. But you need to help get the work done. think that's all I want to say about that. But now I want to go to still the thinking of how some that were born in America and want to divorce itself from America, separate, which is good. But they want to separate in a place in the land that they are the ruling body. They are the government, and I think that they understand that, and they at one time asked the United States to grant that land, but we better than that. And I thought like that at one time myself. But as I matured, I understood that this is stolen property. The Europeans stole that land. Nah, I don't want to set up a government on stolen property. We better than that. And then, understanding that, some say, okay, well, let's not do it there because you're right, that's stolen property. Let's see if we can't do it over on the African continent. Who would grant us land on the African continent to where it's that we could govern ourselves? See, I would say if the alliance allowed that, then they would be going against the foundation of their thinkings about eradicating lines and coming together. Why would you create a line when you're trying to eradicate lines? So I think that thought needs to be reevaluated too. And that's not being detrimentally critical, that's being constructively critical. I'm not trying to tell you what to think, but I am saying let's talk about how to think and see, even if you was granted land, and it is just land, how would you develop it? If someone gave you some land that's not already got streets, houses, stoplights, post offices, and grocery stores, and what have you, if you got some land, how would you put that infrastructure in there? And not only that, if you understand that there are land grabbers out here that just go and take people's stuff, that's what the brothers are getting around now. France just came over there and said, we're running things over here, and they said no. And then that's the same thing that you got with them Zionists in Palestine. They just went over there and took some land. What happens if you get some land and somebody out there who's thinking like that says, hell, they can't defend it, let's just go take it? How you gonna handle that? And I'm just saying, even if that was reality, and I'm saying that it's best that it does not become a reality, but it is questions that you would have to ask if for some reason that did become a reality. Now, we don't need to create another tribe. We need to come together. And I see this cat that's in the White House, this dude right here. He is bringing us together because I see a brother that was adamant against Julius Malema in South Africa. And he said if Duck comes over here trying to harm Malema, even though I got big issues with Malema, I'm not going to let some racist take him out. I'm going to stand with Malema. I'm going to stand with Julius. We are one. All because of Duck. And see, I'm saying that same type of psychological movement is going to happen here in America because Duck, Duck is like the people who done this to us. See, this is MAGA people down here. This is us up here. and these MAGA people say that they are Christians and they worship this guy. Well, obviously, they are not children of the God that made the universe, because the book that talks about the God that made the universe, in the beginning was the creation and the creation was God, that God, in that book, says that the human that came to earth, the God that came to earth and manifested himself as a human, looked more like this guy. Now we don't know how Jesus looked, because they wasn't taking pictures then. But they were writing words, and the description says that he was had feet that looked like they'd been burned under a furnace, brass burned under a furnace. If you burn anything as black as the ace of spade, say his hair was woolly, nose was broad. No, it ain't even got in there, but that's all in there. It's part of the truth. And see, we can't go with America, and we're right to seek and separate from America. That's the right move now. But we got to be careful that we make the right move the right way. We just can't do it. There's got to be some discussion about it, how to do it, and we're learning because these people, Chuck's people. See, them people, and see, we got a brother, got the nerve to have a brother, look at the brother up in there, confused, hanging out with people who done this to him. That ain't good thinking. Y'all got to help me so that I can be more efficient with giving this message, and I hope the audio and stuff is good on this. Send the elder $1. My cash app is $Ajabu Speaks, all lowercase. $Ajabu Speaks, so I can get somebody in here to help me. Unbossed and unafraid. Want citizenship. Not in Burkina Faso, but in the alliance, in its comment. Follow the leadership. That was one of the things that I was told in going through there, who was talked to Ericana, the sister that was the ambassador for South Africa at the UN. A great sister, got good words, got good thinking. But I'm talking about on this issue, you're missing the boat. We don't want citizenship in Burkina Faso. We seek citizenship in the alliance, especially if we coming over there to build. Now, if we just coming over there to brag, then I wouldn't, if that was me, you couldn't get it. You got to contribute. Bring something to the table. Unbought. And likewise, don't come over here talking about how we can divide in order to appease you. No, that ain't what we're trying to do. We're trying to come together. And you're welcome. Come on. Unbought, unbossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the but naked truth. Y'all know, beloved, that the elder loves you. He just wants to know one thing about you. Are you ready to be free? Really? I hope so.